Are we rolling, Mike? Alrighty.
Did you delete all that other shit we did for the last half an hour?
Yeah, please do.
Alright.
Summer Ghosts.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Back in late 2016, we started looking around for a new place to record. That's when we found the church in George's Mills, and that's when we met Roger.
And then he looks at the ceiling, or like the balcony. What was it? Balcony.
Yeah.
And he looks up and he's like, and when am I going to start seeing my $100 a day?
That was great. And,
yeah, with his back to you.
Yeah. He's a real classy guy.
He's great. And the dog, Darby.
Darby.
Oh, there's a dog that comes with the church.
Well, we were talking about it.
We were talking about
getting
negotiating him in. You did a great Roger that day.
How about we take care of your dog and you knock $50 off the price? For me.
It's okay, Darby. Everyone knows you're still the king.
He's got such a good dog.
Mm.
He sounds like a character.
And so he says to me, I said, so Roger, have you been getting much interest in the place? And he says, well, you know, the thing is, Mike, this place requires somebody with a lot of imagination. And we both know that's in short supply these days.
It's so sad.
He's right. He's really right. We made a few trips back and forth, hauling gear, setting up a remote studio, and one trip to pick up an amazing upright grand piano, well loved and in great shape. We got it at Old Road Antiques, where Jeffrey and Sarah kindly allowed our team of muscle to get it the hell out of their living room.
So step 7 is locally source the big heavy items.
Getting this beautiful instrument to George's Mills felt a lot like bringing it home. And it really breathed life into the space. Our new friend Roger, the owner of the church, an international man of mystery, had entrusted Karen and I with the keys, which allowed us to really start to feel it all and discover the gifts this building had to offer. Like the antique bell and speaker that broadcast to the neighborhood.
Alright, so the wire comes right through there. And look, where does it go to?
Oh man, it's just sitting here on the floor.
Honey,
I'm gonna plug in and place this right now.
America.
A trailer can be a real pain in the ass. Some people raise their kids on Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
They use it to clean off the corroded lighting terminals.
The proper application for that, I believe.
Give it a good brushing. Let's see if these things work.
Let's do.
See if the trailer light gods are smiling on this project.
I think they are.
This is some serious go time. Weeks of preparation, gear runs, multiple trailers and their antics. Lists and more lists. George's Mills is really a raw space, so we had to think of everything. And bring it all. With a vague fear that we were forgetting the one item that would cause the whole project to collapse, we finally hit the road. It was a great trip. Gorgeous weather, clean air, which we were able to enjoy in sharp defiance of U-Haul's no open Jeeps rule. Sort of wondering all the while if the local 5-0 were up to date on the regs of America's favorite towing company. The question, are we insane, came up more than once, but I guess we'll see if we can really pull it off. We arrived the night before Sid was scheduled to fly in, so we weren't left with much time to get everything unpacked and staged for setup. We still managed to have some fun. We were looking for a beautiful sounding space to record in. And maybe move into. And maybe move from our little ranch house in the suburbs to a place that was like purpose built to sound amazing. And at the same time, I was reconnecting with Sid, who I grew up with in that same place. So what are you going to do? Just, it only makes sense. Weird cosmic sense.
I wonder where I'll be tomorrow. Why didn't
Well, we're here.
a week ago?
We made it.
1,000 miles away.
Maybe 8 hours behind schedule.
She said go, just keep going.
Right on time
So
in
I
our world.
moved again. Now I'm just here waiting for a friend.
So we got in last night at 11:11.
We left at 3:33. That was neat.
I'm not looking
And so now,
for a mother or
got the joint to
sister
myself,
or a brother.
and it's time to get clean and
For a
really.
place to settle down. And she said, in this room there's no tomorrow. We don't care where you've been. You got a little something for your sorrow. So come on in.
That's beautiful. But this is what I'm working with today.
Come on in. Come on
It's real basementy down here.
in. Could have been a week, it might have been a year. I was feeling so much stronger. Could have stayed there so much longer. When you least expect darkness to set.
This to be my kitchen for the week. Nice, right?
And we want to cut you in.
They're everywhere.
She said, you need the
So
same.
I've worked my way into this corner here.
So come on
This is where things get a little dicey for me. A little shifty.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. There's something inside of every man.
Witnessing Sid finally experience the space was intensely gratifying.
There's a reason.
Hearing his songs in there made it clear that it's all been worth it, and that something very special was about to happen.
Well, I didn't even feel it as the lights start to dim.
It took a full day to set up, but the transformation from empty room to a fully functional music studio was nothing short of mind-blowing.
Come on in. Come on in.
The light in the sanctuary made it feel as if the universe was smiling on us.
Come on in. Will it haunt you like it haunts me?
More musicians began to trickle in, everyone bringing such enthusiasm, good energy, and exceptional talent. This room was built for music, and these folks really made it sing. Sid had rented a cottage to house the crew, and the trips back and forth gave everyone a chance to experience the beauty of the countryside around George's Mills and Lake Sunapee.
I couldn't let go when the water hit the setting sun.
It's a treasure of a building, but the occasional chance to escape its four walls to soak up some summer days in New Hampshire was truly a gift as well.
Walking to the street, catching raindrops on your tongue. And for a minute it all stops, but it won't last, man. Just a passing moment gone.
Everyone was in love with this church, and during the precious few late-night moments she had the place to herself, Karen couldn't resist giving the room a try.
What do you think, Michael? Can we try one?
By now the recording session was in full swing, everyone in their rightful place, and things were really coming together.
My goodness gracious, my sweet, my faithless, which one are you? Which one are you?
A few weeks earlier I had composed a string arrangement. To hear Clara bring it to life so passionately brought tears to my eyes.
Do this for me. Do this for me. The only thing that matters.
Sid's music is gorgeous, haunting, and speaks to people on a deep soul level. It is real, so genuine, so heartfelt, that I was determined to give it everything.
Suspicion, fear and aggression. Push
It seemed everyone felt the same.
Open up your eyes.
In fact, every person involved with the project said in one way or another that they would drop everything to work with Sydney.
broken sparrow and count all the hours out by the station past the radio tower outside our window where they broadcast our shadow. You told me that time that you had all the power to see, to see, to see. Sweet brother moonshine, and we talked till all hours. You told me that time that you had all the power. You brought the sunlight and the rain brought the flowers. I turned the speakers, turning the shadow to me. To me.
I'm happy to drop off your laundry. Did we give up on the Leslie thing?
I think for the time being, I have another issue now that I gotta
What's
fix.
the mission now?
What?
What's the mission now?
Right now I'm down to one channel. I don't know why.
Okay.
Right, not left.
Okay.
But, I don't know, it must be something I did trying to get out for the Leslie, so I'm gonna retrace my
Oh, really? Is that what must be, right?
Yeah, it just went away. Toward the end of the week, nerves started to get a little frayed.
When all the dark clouds roll away,
It was time for a break.
and the sun begins to shine, I see
My brother Bob
freedom
and his
from
family
across
invited the crew
way.
out on the boat for a little lake time to shake it all
And
off.
it comes right in on time. Well, it
You could see the smiles
shines so
emerging.
bright, and it
Everyone's blood
gives
pressure
so
began
much
to drop,
light.
and we all started to regain
And
our
it comes
strength
from
for
the
that
sky
last
above.
stretch.
Make me feel so free. Make me feel like me. Yeah, it lights my life with love. Yeah, and it seems like, yeah, and it feels like, and it seems like, yes, it feels like a brand new day.
Lake Sunapee does have healing
Brand new
powers after
day.
all.
Yeah, yeah.
It was exactly what everyone needed, just at the right time, and the trip set a whole new tone for the rest of the session.
We got one in us all the way through, I think. All right.
With our renewed energy and vitality, it was time to get back to work. Suddenly, it seemed we would actually finish what we had set out to do.
Underground.
Sticky parts fell into place easily, and things just started to sound great. We worked into the wee hours, fueled by 100 pots of coffee and a few too many double shots. We got everything tracked and the backing vocals added, most of the empty spaces filled in. We worked up some rough mixes and finally called it a wrap around 2:30 a.m. And just like that, it was time to put Sid back on a plane, and for the musicians to return to their respective lives. The last of us got together after a little bit of sleep for the final playback. The sense of joy and accomplishment permeated the room. Laughter, a few tears, all of the hugs. It felt a little bit like pickup time from sleepaway camp. What an amazing group. It's been a privilege to be a part of it all. Karen and I hit up nearby Otter Pond for our daily bath. But before the big loadout, decided to pay a visit to the little cousin of our church, the original neighborhood chapel near George's Mills. Apparently, we just couldn't pass up on a church.
Through an open window came Frank Sinatra in the younger days, pushing the clouds away.
We trespassed with the greatest respect and admiration and gratitude for inspiring the possibilities. And then it was time to do it all in reverse. Pack it up, load it in a trailer, and bring it all back home.
Sat on the stony ground. He took a cigarette out. Everyone else came down to listen. Said in winter 1963, felt like the world would freeze. John F. Kennedy meant to be home.
So maybe we lingered a little. It really was hard to leave.
Life in northern town. Evening turned to gray. Watch the water roll down the drain as we followed him down to the station. Though he never would wave by, could see it written inside as the train rolled outside. Bye.
We had an amazing visit with Raja on our last day. He showed up with a margarita and a red Solo cup and charmed us with tales of intrigue, a few broken laws, a bit of debauchery from his younger days, and a dash of smuggling for good measure. He simply is the most interesting man in the world. Without Roger, this project never would have happened. Who else would let out their sweetheart of a little neighborhood church to a bunch of strangers just to see what happens? But like he told us early on, some things just require a bit of imagination. Okay, one last thing before we go. We should probably do. Give this a listen in the neighborhood, yeah? Almost packed up. Ready to go? That's a tight pack in the trailer. Come on, honey. It's a beautiful day. Oh, that's a record. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Yeah, let's give it a listen to just see where we're at kind of sonically, and then definitely come back and do one.